Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shona.
And we're back for the final round of trivia for the month of October.
We are super excited.
I'm excited to see who knows what about Cask 529.
I wrote some 10 questions for the first round of questions about our channel. See how much you guys know or don't know.
I'm thinking that
I
probably,
hope they're not hard. I tried not to make them hard.
70% of them are probably pretty common.
Yep.
So let's start with who we got with us tonight so far. Jaden was the first comment in there. I'm not sure if he's still with us or not, but if you are, Jaden, cheers. Rick Moreland, thanks for joining us. Mark Scott, thanks for joining us tonight. Charles, Tam, Rob, thanks for joining us. Bourbon Kitty, Joe, Russ, Michael Bordner, Matt, Whiskey Sippers, and I think that's everybody for right now, but I'll keep watching because we're just getting started, so I figure some more will trickle in.
So we got Tamara and Alan and Gandhi. Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
Okay. So, for those who may just be joining us for the first time at trivia, you have joined us on the last round for October. We are taking next week off from trivia. We'll start back up the first Wednesday in November, though. So for this round, tonight is the grand prize drawing after we get done. So for every 1,000 points you earn, you get your name on the wheel. We play two rounds of 10 questions. To accumulate those points, those points will roll over each week during that month. If you are a paid patron, you get an extra entry each week that you participate in trivia. And so I think that's kind of, I hope I didn't miss anything. So there is a prize each week for the winners of each round. And then, of course, at the very end of the month, the grand prize. So tonight we'll be drawing for the grand prize, which will be for this bottle of Eagle Rare that Gandhi helped provide. And this whiskey tasting binder, which will have the Cask 529 logo, then your name or whatever you would like us to engrave in it. It also has like tasting sheets and stuff like that in it so that you can taste along. So,
okay,
go ahead.
Let me hit a few more here. I know you hit Alan and Gandhi. Mr. Ritchie, thanks for joining us. Tom Morrow is in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Mr.
Yes.
Morrow. Cheers to you. Mrs. Lori J. Mitch, thanks for joining us. Going to be another fun night at the Adams house. All three of them fighting over trivia. Stephen Scone, cheers to you. Charlie with Bourbon and Balls, thanks for joining us. I think that makes me up to date for the moment.
Okay, so I am going to put week 3 results up. As most of you know, I post these on the community tab along with the patron page, so you probably already know these, but just a quick review. And I'm not going to do the scores, I'm just going to do how many entries so far. So we have Alan with 7, Bourbon Kitty with 3, Bourbon Hunter Lee with 1, Bourbon Nerd with 1, Charles with 5, Charlie with 4, Dollar Bill with 1, Gandhi with 2, Jaden with 5. We have Joe with 3, John with 4, Ken with 1, Lori J with 5, Matt with 3, Mike Bortner with 2, Mike Rowe with 1, Mitch Adams with 2, Rick with 6, Rob with 2, Steven with 2, Tamara with 2, Tammy with 3, Troy with 2, William Hall with 2, and Wilmington Piper with 3. So I already have, and I'll show you real quick. Let me move some things around real quick.
Charles, thanks for that super chat. Thanks for the shout out on What's in the Glen Wednesday. Sean appreciates that.
I sure do. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick. I do have the wheel loaded already. I'll blow that up so everybody can see it. So it's loaded. We'll do some shuffling after we play the 2 rounds. I'll have to add, obviously, more scores on there. But just so you know, it's loaded. It's ready, getting ready to go. The live will last a little bit longer tonight because I'll need you guys to bear with me while I'm adding up the scores real quick. And so we can do the drawing tonight after trivia is over. So with all of that said, I am going to go ahead and move the screen over and start the first round of trivia. I think Brian may have already given everybody a hint.
For the first round.
For the first
just
round.
Just a little hint.
So the first round is trivia about Cask 529. So I'm going to go ahead and share that screen. And also, so the number's up there. So, and I've also pinned the link in the comments. So the number to enter is 325576. Tonight, you will be the winner. Well, I found these playing cards that were bourbon themed. So bicycle bourbon themed playing cards. They will ship to the winners from Amazon from us. So that is what each winner of each round will be getting tonight.
I want to say cheers to Chris Sandifer. I just saw in the chat. I think I missed him earlier. He was kind of hidden up in there. So everybody, Chris was on the live with me Friday night. So at least 2 of us are still up, right? After that fiasco.
And I am typing the entry code in, so if after we start trivia you guys see someone join and they need to know, that's going to be in the chat for them.
Did you put the code in also?
Yep, it's in there.
Okay.
I pinned the thing, so it's
pinned
all in there. Charles, thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. We do appreciate it. So, oh, I like that. Troy, nice cards. I thought they were kind of cool, so hopefully they're nice. I saw where, I think it was Gandhi said that you were going to entertain him while I'm adding up scores.
That's what he said. He said, Brian will entertain us.
That's right.
So, I better start drinking. What's everybody drinking tonight?
Yeah.
While you're getting entered into the trivia.
And Chris said he's barely upright.
Yeah, I think you're doing all right, Chris.
I will tell you, I am happy today's Wednesday, halfway through the week. We are almost to Friday.
Won't be long now.
Steven said he has the beer cards, he'll have to get the bourbon ones. Yeah. Honestly, I was just out on Amazon looking for anything bourbon whiskey themed, and I was shocked. I didn't even know they made playing cards with the bourbon theme on them, so I was super excited to run past them too. Well, I will tell you that I poured a pour of the Woodford Sonoma triple batch finish.
You went to the top dog.
I did. I haven't had any for a while, so.
I went with a little Jack Daniels, you know what, single barrel proof rye.
Yeah. Russ is sipping some Baker 7. I got to share with Russ because Bryan had to go up north earlier, I think on Monday, and found me this Baker 7 limited release high rye bourbon. So I'm pretty excited to crack it open. We haven't cracked it open yet, so I really enjoy the regular Baker 7. So
I also picked up a Sagamore Double Oak, which Shona had a little taste of last night, and I had a sip out of her glen, and I think that's going to be really, really good.
So Fiddler Union earlier.
Mark Scott sipping on my favorite.
What's he sipping?
Buffalo
Buffalo
Trace.
Trace. Widow Jane. Adam's family is sipping on Blanton's. Charles is Lost Recipe.
Joe's on an Eagle store pick earlier, but now he's on water.
Okay, so we currently have 19 people in there. I'm just going to give it one more minute to make sure everybody gets entered before I start it.
Stephen, I've never heard of Fiddler Unison. What's Todd got here? I lost him. Yeah, Todd, what I had out of Shauna's pour last night I really liked it. He's on Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit right now.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the game started. Again, if anybody enters into the chat, needs to join in, the link is posted, the code is in the chat, and we can get them in there. So let's get started. See who all knows Cask 529.
I'm excited. Everybody's going to get that one. Okay, I got that, Stephen, out of Atlanta.
Cheers, Taylor Boone. Cheers, Tiller's Bourbon Challenge. Thanks for joining. If you are just entering and we are just started the first round of trivia, I pinned the link to the trivia and the code is in the chat. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It is 325576. You're welcome to join in. It may just need to reboot one question before it'll let you in. Okay, we have Troy and Alan both in first, Mike and Rob and Chris all in second, and Matt and Joe and Rick in third. Good job.
I don't think Miker's in the chat tonight.
No.
Charles, I just saw your message about going back to Costco today. You must really like that. That must be some good stuff.
The lost recipe.
Yeah.
Oh, he bought a case of it.
Went back.
Oh, wow.
Got a case of it. Thanks, Charles, for putting that code back up there.
So we have Alan moving in first with Troy close behind and Joe in third. Good job. This one's a little bit harder. You got 60 seconds to go Google
Gonna
it
guess
or go
there
back
isn't
and
anybody in the chat tonight that watched our first ever episode.
Please don't either. Don't go back and
Oh
watch that
God,
one.
no! Please, it was bad.
It was really bad. Maybe one of these days we'll take it down.
It was so bad.
Rob, when in doubt, answer C.
Yes, Charles, I've been patiently waiting.
Okay, Troy moved back in first. Alan, then Joe. Great job. I think Troy studied.
He might have.
Oh, John, so the code is 325576.
In case you missed that, I put it there in the chat, John. And good evening to you, sir.
Yes, good evening. And John, we got to get you in there some points because I know you like to play poker, and tonight's trivia winners are winning bourbon-themed playing cards.
Did I see? Yeah, they're even bicycle brand.
Yeah. Thank you, Whiskey Sippers. Hit that like button, everyone. We sure would appreciate it.
And I need to apologize to Whiskey Sippers. I believe it was last week I called him Troy, and that is incorrect. It's Todd. So
Joe is coming in first with 275, and Troy's right on his heels with 274, followed by Chris and Rick with 272. Oh, it's getting close.
you can do it, John.
Aw, thanks, John. So Chris jumped up and took the lead with Rick close behind, and then Alan coming in third. Great job.
Steven Scone, thanks for that tip there. I didn't realize that myself. So we do have actually 22 likes. Thanks, guys, for everybody that's liked it.
Yes, thank you. While everybody's answering the next question here, I will tell you that the round two is the general whiskey questions that we did in the month of October. So they are repeat questions of the first 3 weeks.
I don't think our mics are that good.
I think they are.
I don't think they are.
Answer me this. When Brian's tapping on the countertop, can you guys hear it? Because I think you can.
Charles, that that sounds incredible. No wonder you went and bought a case of it.
Okay, he can't. Rob said he can't. Still don't have to do it though.
Thanks, Rob.
Chris
looking
still
out,
in
man.
first, with Gandy coming in second and Rob in third. Great job, guys.
Hey, you know, they made Rob a permanent fixture on the show, and I just realized that he changed his name.
He did. He did. I wonder if he has a blue wrench though on their channel yet.
I don't know. Rob, did you get a blue wrench? Not yet. You're behind the scenes now. You ought to be able to get yourself a blue wrench.
Yeah. Okay, after this one, we have 3 more questions to go. And Chris in first, Rick in second, and Gandy in third. Rob and Charles are, well, Rob, Charles, and Mike are really close behind. Anybody's game.
Look at Chris up there.
I know.
First place.
Ooh. I just received those sample bottles today, so that means goodies for you and Cask 529 next week. Awesome. Thank you, John. Oh, John, I have something for you and Rick Moreland that we will be getting out. You guys have hit your 4-month tier, 4 months in the Patreon, and so I have your stuff to be shipped out to you guys too. So looking forward to getting that out, and I promise that'll be out by Monday.
Awesome. Awesome.
I do love mail call days. So, got Chris, Rick, and Charles. Ooh, Gandy's right on Charles' heels. So, still, anybody's game here. We got 2 more to go. I do love the last question. I was really hoping Mike would be on here to play so he could see the last question.
I don't remember what it is. I had forgot that one was in there.
Oh, Charles said thank you for your service.
Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that, sir.
Okay, a little bit of movement there. Still got Chris, Rick, then Gandy, and Charles. All right, here's the last one, guys. That is awesome.
Oh, that's a cool concert to be going to.
That
John.
is cool, John. And no worries. I didn't even know we were getting samples. So, hey, I'm excited.
I'm just going to say, John, that you're kind of dating yourself, man.
I'll smack them for you if you want me to.
I'm right there with them. So,
Okay, let's see who the winner is. We got Chris as the
Chris
winner.
Sanford.
Great
Good
job,
Chris. Congratulations.
Yes, I will get the cards mailed, shipped out to you from Amazon.
What did you guys think of Cask 529 trivia?
We had Rick in second, then Gandy, then Charles, then Alan. So I am going to switch over, guys. I just need 1 second. Brian's going to entertain you real quick while I get everything exported. I thought he was going to entertain you, but maybe
Chris
not.
said beginner's luck. Well, I saw the chat moving. I wanted to see if anybody needed some something addressed there. That I was thinking that was your first time actually playing, Chris. And although you did not quite get enough points for an entry, you get an entry because you're a patron.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. But he has one more round to get
yeah,
the
and
points.
you only need another 269 points.
Yeah.
So you'll probably end up with two. You'll probably end up with 2 entries.
Yep.
It only takes one. Only takes one to win. Okay, guys. So picked up a couple other bottles on Monday. See, Shona sends me to the store, and I don't know when to stop. To be fair, though, it was her list. She said, "Here's what I want you to get." So there'll be a bottle haul show probably in another week or so, but there's still some other stuff that we've gotten this month. We got a couple fry ranches. You pay attention to what you're doing over there. Don't be looking at me. I got cask strength uncut. So we're looking forward to getting into that. These ones haven't been opened yet. And I got the straight rye, bottled and bond. So anybody know anything about either of those? Were they worth picking up? I hope. Matt said Cask 529 trivia was enlightening and brutal.
Unreal. All right, Brian can still talk, but I am going to go ahead and display the screen for the next round. And again, these are trivia questions over questions we've already had this month, the month of October. And I'm going to type in.
So everybody can get entered. So Joe found Wild Turkey, the new 70th anniversary, at retail. Have not even got a sniff of finding that anywhere. So congratulations on getting that. I don't know. It's one that we've heard such good stuff about it, and the price on it, right? I mean, the price is really reasonable. So, especially coming out of Wild Turkey. I think probably the most exciting thing that I got us the other day, and I know Gandy has probably had this, and I don't know if Charlie is in the chat from Bourbon and Balls, but I'm pretty sure they've had it. We have been looking for the new, it's not new I guess now, but the 8-year from New Riff. and I was able to get my hands on that. I had to convince the store that they had it in stock, and they had to find it in the storeroom, but I did get it. So, another one we're anxious to.
I mean,
Pop
we
the
have
top
had
one.
that one down at the thing. So
We
yeah.
had a taste
Yep.
at the tasting bar at New Riff, but yeah. Mr. Ritchie got one of the 70th anniversaries, but he's not impressed with his. Christopher got a bottle of Still Austin cask strength. Oh, it's coming from Chicago. I'll bet I know who's bringing that. How about any other bottles, guys? Anything you're looking for that has been eluding you that you're hoping to find here soon? I know if we stumble across the Russell's 15, we'll get it, but we're not out wearing ourselves down trying to find it because we just know it'll be luck of the draw. How about the Ohio people that are in the chat? Everybody get entered into the OHLQ bottle lottery this week? That's a heck of a lineup that they've got. Like all the Pappies. I think there's an old Rip in there. Some of the BTAC, maybe all the BTAC.
I think all the BTAC.
All the BTAC and all the Pappies. I'll bet Charlie's entered into that. And Todd, I'll bet he's entered into it.
Okay, we have 22 people entered. I'm going to give you guys another minute to get entered while I'm writing down scores. I'm just trying to make the end so you guys aren't waiting on me super, super long.
Troy, I see Ancient Age 10 star. Have you had that at all? Or so you know you want it, or you're just hoping to find it so you can conquer it? Charlie won once a couple years ago. We have never won in the Ohio OHLQ lottery. John says they got a Weller lottery coming in Virginia starting Monday. Charles is trying to work trades in the chat. I don't blame you, Charles. If you can find a taker, go for it. Troy is hunting the Ancient Age. It used to show up here once in a blue moon at a real small grocery store. We didn't know we wanted it, or I could have had it. Now that we've decided we want to pick it up,
We can't find it.
we can't find it.
Okay, I think we're stuck on the 22 numbers. So if anybody comes in late, we will get them they can enter in. The code is in there. I'm going to go ahead and get this round started. Did you have something to say before I start?
Yeah, Rob said we need the Jeopardy theme while you're working on scores.
I know,
But
but
hey,
I'm
Rob,
afraid that would get us kicked off.
I just noticed that you got a blue wrench here, Rob.
Yeah, he just got that.
I was going
He-
to say
he
that's
thanked me.
That's just happened, oh, did he? That's just happened tonight. I know.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start this round. I was trying to make Charlie get on the ball with his.
Good luck, everybody.
Yes.
Final round for the month of October.
Okay, so we have Troy and Joe and Alan all in first, with John, Mitch, Bourbon Kitty, Tammy Adams all in second, Tamara, Charlie, Mike, Gandy, and Bourbon Hunter Lee all in third. Good job, guys. Lots of ties there. Okay, on to the next one.
Charlie said Rob's ego's just doubled with that blue wrench he gave him. Charles, in case you missed it, I think John was maybe interested in that trade you served up. Charles said he can get ancient.
Oh. All right. You guys are answering these quick.
This must be way easier than Cask 529.
So we got all the ties kind of broke up. We got Joe in first, Charlie in second, and Bourbon Kitty and Alan in third. Great job. Okay.
Thanks, VP of Search. 10-star pit stop Lancaster.
Oh. So Alan jumped in first, Charlie and Joe in second, and Bourbon Kitty in third. We got the VP. Oh, Mark's in there.
Yeah,
He's
she's
got the
on there.
VP with
She's on
him.
there under Mark's.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, Casey.
Thanks for watching along, Casey. Casey Joe.
Okay. So Alan's keeping the lead with Joe in second and Mitch in third. Great job.
Casey said hi.
Hi. Mark's name in here was OU. Yeah.
Oh, was he
I
actually
didn't-
playing?
Yeah, I didn't even have to ask who that was. All right, Joe took the lead. Alan's in second, and Mitch is in third.
I see him.
Got 4 questions to go after this one, guys.
We've got just a couple things to talk about after the game while Shauna's getting everything ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Since we will not be back with you guys next Wednesday night. I'm sure you'll see us again
Yeah,
before
yeah,
that,
you'll definitely
but
see us,
not in
but-
this format.
Okay. So Troy took the lead with then Matt and then OU, oh yeah.
Coming
Also
in
known as
third.
Mark Scott.
He's probably got the rally cap upside down.
He does.
Coming up in the
The
third
visor upside down. Oh my gosh, you guys are answering so quickly. Those numbers were dropping. Like,
This is way easier than Cask Trivia.
Rob's still doing his homework though.
It's all right.
Okay, Troy, then Mark, and then Charlie. Gosh, there's been all kinds of movement with these.
Mark up to second.
Yeah, he's coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Pouring the coal to it. Rob, you shouldn't say that with Charlie in the chat. Opening yourself up to abuse.
Oh, Charles, you know, I'm glad that you put your only drums out there because I was looking for you. But you know how many ride guys there are in only drums, just so you know. So I'm glad that I can find you in there.
Whiskey Uncensored, I think that's the first I've seen you. So cheers to you and thanks for joining us.
Okay, we still have Troy, then Mark, then Joe. Good job.
Thanks, Charles. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that, sir.
After this, we have one question to go. Whiskey Uncensored said, cheers, this is... Cheers, life from the patio. Okay.
Cheers, T. Thanks for joining us, sir.
No real movement at the top. Still Troy, Mark, and Joe. And we have the last question to go. Still anybody's game. Cheers, Bourbon Nerd.
Cheers, Marty. Thanks for joining us tonight.
You did, Mike.
Miker.
You missed it.
Was that the last question?
That's the last question.
Oh, Miker.
And you really missed the Cask 529 trivia. And the last question was all about you.
It was.
All right, here's our winner. Troy, great job. I will get your cards shipped out to you from Amazon. And then we had Mark in second, Dollar Bill in third, Matt in fourth, and Joe in fifth. Great job. All right, I'm going to switch over. Brian's going to entertain you guys while I am adding up all the scores.
So, for the month of November, we had 2 Eagle Rares that we gave away in September, and we're about to give away one for the month of October. A couple weeks ago, I asked everybody, would you prefer we continue to look for tater bottles because we're going to continue the trivia going forward? Or, since we're in Ohio, there's a lot of good bourbon in Ohio, and I know it's hard to get out of state. what would people think about if we offered up some of that. The general consensus in the chat was that we would do that, that we would go that route. So Shona and I went, and I'm not sure where it is, so I'm just going to use a representative bottle. For the month of November, the bottle for the giveaway will be a bottle of double oaked from High Bank Distillery in Columbus, Ohio. Whiskey War, double oaked. So that's what the bottle giveaway will be in November. There'll be another fabulous prize to go along with it that Shona has not announced to me yet, because I think she doesn't know yet.
I have a week to figure that out, guys.
Dollar Bill said an old Weller antique would be nice.
Hey, maybe
keep
we'll
that
do
in
that
mind.
for December.
We'll
Yep.
keep that in mind. Let me get caught up here. Dollar Bill said that one looks good. Michael Bortner said it's hard to play trivia and drive at the same time, especially on a bumpy road. Charles wants me to dance to entertain people. That you don't want that, Charles. I'm telling you, there's not enough super chats in the world for that. Okay, so something else I want to talk about. And we've talked about this for probably 6 weeks. I just want to throw it out there one more time because the end of this month is the cutoff on it for ordering. Shona is doing the Advent boxes. Then that is available to all of our patrons, whether you are a free member or a paid member. So we are going to have the Advent boxes. You guys have seen this several times. You're probably tired of seeing it. It will come with 24 1-ounce samples. The lids, these ones are not, but the lids will be numbered 1 through 24. There are 24 red envelopes at the bottom to tell you what is in there after you've had it. We can put whatever design you want on the lid. We're going to start working on these boxes this coming weekend. So I'll need to get wrapped up
The
fairly
31st. They
fairly
have till the
soon.
31st.
The 31st, what you want as far as the design on the lid goes. And those are, once again, $85 if you are local to us and can pick it up. They are $100 if we need to ship it. So they will come full, 24 samples. We will post a show each night where we taste that night's sample, and we'll post our thoughts on. That'll be in the Patreon page, right? Mm-hmm. That won't be on the regular channel.
Right. Well, no, we're going to review
It'll
them
have,
on the
yeah, it'll
regular
have
channel.
to, yeah, it'll have to be on the regular channel. So you guys will be able to, you know, sip along with us and see what you think. So those are, let's see here. Gandhi is, okay, Gandhi, I will keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I guess most importantly, I just want everybody to know, October 31st, your orders have to be in for those boxes. I know we've gotten several orders. I guess most importantly, not only the orders have to be in, they have to be paid by the 31st. We've had several paid. We've had several say, hey, I'm going to want one. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have the box ready until it's paid. So that's what's coming up on our Patreon page.
And if you, sorry guys, if you'll just talk about this, I know we have at least 4 more spots available
Okay.
if anybody's interested.
Another thing, a couple weeks ago, Shona talked about, we had been to High Bank Distillery, where this came from, and she joined a membership. I can't remember what do they call that? Irrelevant what they call it. She joined a membership club at High Bank, and we are able to take 10 people with us to do a distillery tour and have tastings of their product line. So that part is free. I don't know, were there snacks of any kind included in that?
No, just the tasting.
Just the tastings. Okay, so we said that we will take 10 patrons, whether they're
8, because 2 of us, you and I's going.
8.
So
Okay.
there's only 10 spots.
Okay, so she told me to talk about it.
I know, but you're saying
she
it
has all the
wrong.
right
So
info. Okay, Charles, thank you again for the super chat, and thanks for joining us, and thanks for all the support, sir. Okay, November 16th at 1 p.m., we are scheduled to take a tour at High Bank. This is available to all our patrons, free or paid. We can take 8 people with us. You said we still had 5?
I think 4 spots left.
4 spots remaining. If we should if we have more than 8 people interested in going, we will put all those names on a wheel and we'll draw 8 names that way. But right now we have, she thinks 4 committed to go. So as long as we don't get more than 4 more, everybody wants to go, we'll get to go.
And all of that's out on the patron page, so it's all handled through there.
That is all out in the patron page. So it's all handled through there. There's a post talking about the distillery tour. So if you could comment on that post, you'll see a few other comments on there. Just let us know, hey, I want to go. And I know, unfortunately, if you're in Florida, you're probably not in the running to go to High Bank in Columbus, Ohio. However,
You're welcome to come up.
you're
for
welcome to. And I don't know what that would cost to go take a tour and taste their pours, but it's probably a pretty good value, I'm guessing. Mitch, I got you. Mitch wants a box. He just doesn't know what he wants on it yet. Charlie's going to iBank next Tuesday for dinner. Hey, thanks, Mark. I think I do good, and then Shona starts paying attention, and everything I've done is wrong then at that point. But hey, I try. Okay. We're getting restless.
I know, I'm hurrying, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just excited to have every one of you guys here playing, because it's fun to have
It is.
this many
It is fun.
this many to add up, honestly.
And you know what? I actually, even though we're not winning anything, I actually look forward to this all day Wednesday. I know we're going to get on here live, and I'm going to say see all our friends because you guys are back every week. Mark loved the spiced tuna reference
I knew it.
in the trivia. When I took the pre-test to Mark, I thought to myself, Mark's going to love that if he sees that. We all know that was rigged, though. Yeah, I don't know if we can keep her distracted or not, Chris, because it's just more work for me if she missed something that I did wrong. Chris, you should know that Mark watched our live from Friday night. Watched it, the recorded version, I think. And he was in the same shape we were in. So we must have rubbed off on him.
All right, guys. I'm going to get these names entered in here, but just letting everybody know, I have Alan, who has 2 more entries, Bourbon Kitty with 1 more, Bourbon Hunter Lee with 1, Charles with 3, Charlie with 2, Dollar Bill with 1, Gandy with 1, Joe with 1, John Shank with 2, Lori Jones with 2, Matt B with 1, Mike Fortner with 1, Mitch Adams with 1, Rick Moreland with 2, Stephen Scone with another 1, Tamara with another 1, Tammy with 2, Troy with 1, Chris with 2, and Mark with 1. So let me get these entered in and we will spin the wheel. And I will share this screen as soon as I get them entered in as well.
Mark, I don't know if Chris saw that video or not. Did Chris see the video that you took of me after they left?
No.
Maybe we'll share that with you this weekend, Chris. It's a classic. There's a picture of it as well, and the picture says it all.
Maybe I'll share that with the group here.
Yeah, you should just put that up on the screen.
I'll see if I can
Why not?
get it up there. I've never seen Bryan like this after a live. Okay.
Michael Bortner, I was just reading your message. That's classic. I really like that. Oh, Mr. Ritchie, that after show, I'm sure it was probably worse than the show itself was. They just kept coming. The bottles just kept coming off the shelves, and I'm not sure what happened Friday night, really. We've had some go off the rails, but that thing was off the whole track bed, I think. That's a good idea, Mark. She ought to put the video out there on the paid patron page.
Oh, I should do that. That's a good idea. I didn't know if Bryan would kill me over that one, though.
I can tell you that this bar has been in service right at 10 months. I think we hosted our first event somewhere around the 16th or 17th of December last year. And it has claimed so many people. Never multiples. It's always just one, it seems, per event. But it has claimed a bunch.
I am really trying to go fast, guys. I know that this is taking me a minute. I just don't want to mess or miss anybody either.
Mark's still trying to sell bourbon wheels in the chat. Whiskey Shaman, cheers to you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rick, I don't think the hazmat helped me any Friday night, but I don't think it was the hazmat alone that did me in. It might have been the 9 other pours or 10.
Okay, I am going to switch over the screen. And
Tiller's Bourbon Challenge. I don't think I have acknowledged you yet tonight. So cheers to you and thanks for joining us.
so I know this is going to be hard to review, but I promise you that I'm just going to go slow. So hopefully if you guys can see it, but I know I'm going to make the screen a little bit bigger for you guys. I'm going to cover us up a little bit so you can see it. I'm just going to scroll down. All that previous entries from week 1 to week 3 are up here. And then as I go down, you will see the new ones are in there. And I'm just going to shuffle this a few times. Okay, I'm going to spin it. Here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Matt B.
Matt B.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Switch back over real quick. So
now that the wheel has spun, Mike just texted me. I missed it in the chat. Said that Bourbon and Balls had a question about their entries. Oh, I think he's talking about Rob. Said I didn't hear my name.
Rob, tonight, so at the end of round 3, week 3, Rob, you had 2,053 points. Tonight, you went up to your total of 2,661. So you didn't get another 1,000 points. So you didn't earn another entry tonight. So that's where it was.
Was he on there twice though? Because that was his question. Don't I have 2 entries?
Let me get out of this and look. Rob Franklin there's one. And there's another one. Yeah, so you did have 2 entries in there. So I only, when I read those off, I only read the ones who had additional entries that I was plugging in from tonight's round.
Gotcha.
And so at the beginning of the show, I read off how many entries you have had prior to playing tonight's trivia. And then before I entered those, I read off how many additional ticket entries you earned tonight. So that's probably where the confusion is, but you were on there the 2 times. So Matt B, I will just need you to email me with how you want your name or what you want your tasting binder to be, and then we will get that all done this weekend and have everything shipped out to you on Monday. So if you could just email us at cask529 info@gmail.com. Congratulations on the win. Super excited.
Go ahead and see if you can share that picture.
Okay.
That'll give everybody a laugh.
1 second, guys. Let
For
me
the
see if
evening here. This is classic, guys.
Just give me 1 second to find it.
Mike Rowe, thanks for texting me and letting me know we had an issue there that we needed to address. Matt said he'll be in touch.
Oops.
And I don't know if I said that, but congrats, Matt.
Sorry, guys. The picture came in a little bit big, so I know the screen just got trying to minimize
She's
it.
trying to size it. You guys are going to love this picture. You're going to think of me in a whole new light after this.
I don't know if it's going to let me resize it.
That might be a good thing.
I think I'm getting it now. There is
This was the
Bryan.
conclusion of Friday Night's Live. This was after everybody left.
This is how I found him as I was cleaning up all the glasses and all that kind of stuff. I came down and that was him. I'm just like, I thought he was dead, honestly.
But I wasn't.
But he wasn't. No. So I let him stay like that a few more trips up and down the steps, carrying stuff up. And then I realized that he was going to fall at any moment because that's the part I was seeing as I was over there cleaning up stuff. But when I walked behind, I seen that his knees were buckling every so many seconds. And they were just banging off of the shelf. And one, I was kind of afraid he was going to break all the glassware. And
We were more worried about the glassware than my head cracking off the concrete countertop.
But before I helped him over to the sofa, because there's no way I'm getting him up 2 flights of steps.
See, Rick, I was peaceful.
I made sure that I videoed it for a little bit to share that.
Yeah, did you see what Mike just put in the chat?
Mike has the video to cherish forever. So.
Listen, it got Lightweight. Mark. I know Mark's not talking. That is a gem, Charlie.
So it was a great time for Bryan. Now, I was good. I did bring him some Motrin and Gatorade. He thought I was poisoning him.
Listen,
However.
Gatorade after all that good stuff we had.
All right, so I am going to post the final results out there with our winner. Congratulations. Also, what I'm going to do, it might not be tonight, but hopefully by tomorrow, I will also have out there the grand totals from September and October so that everybody knows where they're in the standings for the trophy. Because if you haven't seen it or if you haven't been involved at the end of the year, the end of December's trivia, the winner will be getting a trophy, and that's the person with the most points throughout September, October, November, and December. You will have the grand champion trophy.
So that's because we just started this in September. Next year, because we plan on continuing, that'll be a year-long competition for the trophy. So just to recap.
So wait a minute, Bourbon and Balls wants to know what kind of super chat that will take to see on the air. I don't know. I guess, are you okay with it being shared on the air? And who?
I mean, it's not much different in the picture.
Who all would like to see it on the air?
Charles
I
said
guess.
Bryan was celebrating how popular What's in the Glen Wednesday is.
I don't know as if I'm
Currently, Rick, that video, unless she sent it to you, that video currently is not, the one we're talking about is not available.
no, because I didn't know if Bryan would kill me. I did send it to Mike and Mark.
And Chris, apparently.
And maybe Chris. Maybe a few people.
Yeah. I'm sure more people have seen it than I'm aware of.
Shoot.
Oh my God.
Bourbon and
Charlie's
Balls
wanting to see it.
wants to see it. All right,
She's working on it.
let me work on it. Move this over.
Suddenly it's turning into an OF page. Not really.
All right. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second here. I'm hoping I can get it to... I'm trying to pull it up, I promise you. All right.
She's working on it, Rick. Quick recap, guys. November whiskey trivia, double barrel.
There you guys
double
go.
oak.
It's out there.
There's the video. Is it playing?
It
Oh
is.
yeah, there it goes. Yep. That's a classic right there. Rick's gonna write a song about it.
So that was the video. I only filmed him for like 20 seconds, and I promise I got him to the couch safely. All right, guys, we are going to wrap up. I'm going to get all those results out there. Congratulations.
Matt,
To
thanks, Matt. I'd like to tell you it was all an act for the camera, but it wasn't.
No. So Matt, if you haven't already, please go ahead and email us with what you would like on your binder. We will get that done this weekend and shipped out to you. Congratulations on the win. I will also be working on what the prizes to go with the bottle will be for November. We will be back the first Wednesday of November with more trivia for every week
Advent boxes,
by October 31st.
October 31st.
Yep. So, I think that's all we got for the night.
I think it is. I think we covered everything. As always, thanks to everyone for joining.
Yes.
Thanks for all the support in the chat. You guys are awesome. This whole community is awesome. Thanks, Alan. We appreciate that, sir.
Yes, thank you, Alan.
And I guess until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.